What's up, guys, and welcome to Iron Mustang. On today's video, we're going to be installing the Taylor battery box into the 67 Mustang. And if you're watching these videos and they're helping you out, please like, subscribe, and help my channel grow. So I went ahead and got the basic box by itself. Basically, everything in the center here is what's included. I purchased some different wire, got myself some extra all thread, which I believe we are going to need. And I'll be using an Optima 34R for this installation, and this is one of the batteries that fits into this box. So I have kind of made up my mind how I'm going to mount this battery box, and I'm going to show you guys why. You could mount it like this. I see a lot of people do it like this. I actually probably think that looks better, or you can mount it like this. This is the way that I'm actually going to mount it. The reason being that your frame rails run right here. This is supposed to be mounted to the frame rails to comply with NHRA race regulations for the battery. Now, another thing I see people do sometimes is I'll see them use the hole down here to mount the first hole. I'm not going to be doing that either, because this washer is almost the same damn size as the hole. I get it mounts to the bottom one, but just the outer lip is the only thing that's really going to be holding it in. So we're not going to do that either. What we are going to do is we're going to mount it as far forward as we can, so you have a good access to the battery. All right, so if we come down underneath the car here, there's a few things that we need to avoid. We need to avoid this bolt hole here. Kind of don't want to be on the edge of any of these, and we mostly need to avoid this shackle here where the leaf spring used to attach. So we're going to try to make our first hole come through here pretty much as far forward as we can, but missing that shackle sleeve. All right, so let me point something out real quick. This side right here and up right here, same piece of metal. So I went ahead and I measured across, and these two lines right here represent the outer edge of my frame rail, and that little intersection right there is 4 1/4 back and in the center of my frame rail. So if you look here, when I put this on here, kind of center it up, I'm not really running into this where it starts to slope up, and I'm about as far back as I comfortably think I can be. All right, now the more I'm looking at this, I think what I'm going to do is eyeball this off my tank and the bumper, kind of get it lined up where it looks good to the eye, and I'm going to mark my hole and drill this one out. All right, so I haven't drilled the bottoms out yet, but you can see that with the top holes in only, I got it sitting in a nice, relaxed state. When I get these into place, everything just slides on nice. I got no real pressure on these bolt heads at all, restricting their movement. So now what we got to do is we got to make a transfer punch to get the bottom hole in place. I didn't know that there was a casing around this right here. And I ended up going right through the side of that. So yeah, but if you're doing the same job, hopefully you miss it. If not, have fun. So now we're gonna start fitting everything in. This is basically how it's gonna fit. We're gonna put a not threaded up the ball thread, put a washer on, drop it into place. There it goes. Same thing on this one. And from the bottom side, you're going to put on another washer and a nut. All right, so that's what we look like bolted in on the bottom. And there's our top, and we're gonna slide the battery in. Now these bolts are a little too short here. I'm gonna be putting in a bottom piece for the trunk probably eventually. So I'm gonna cut myself some new ones, probably about an inch longer than these. All right, so now we're going to install our vent tube adapter. So I'm not using the stock pinning location anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop a little grommet on there. Put it out there for now. And hook my hose up. And then whenever I get to installing my trunk kit, I got extra hose if I need it.